6 months ago, a customer rolled into my shop with a 2004 Lexus LS 430 for nothing more than a routine oil change. But the moment I inspected the transmission, I literally froze. The car had over 512,000 miles on the odometer, yet it was still running its original automatic transmission, original torque converter, original valve body, original clutch packs. And somehow, this thing shifted smoother than cars with barely 50,000 miles. At first, I honestly thought the odometer had to be wrong. But when I checked the dealership service history, the truth became even more unbelievable. More than 500,000 miles without a single internal transmission repair. So naturally, I asked the owner, "What's the secret?" He just smiled, reached into the glove box, and handed me an old, oil-stained notebook filled with handwritten maintenance notes. According to him, a master Toyota technician in Aichi, Japan, taught him this transmission fluid technique back in the late 90s. I copied every detail from those notes and spent months testing the exact process on customer vehicles, including one badly slipping commuter car I bought purely for experiments. The results were shocking. Gear shifts became dramatically smoother, torque converter shudder completely disappeared, and transmission temperatures dropped by nearly 20 degrees in some cases. After 19 years of turning wrenches, I can confidently say this Japanese transmission fluid method is one of the most important maintenance routines you can perform if you want your gearbox to outlive the rest of your car. And in this video, I'm going to show you the exact step-by-step process Japanese master technicians use that can make your transmission last over 300,000 miles. But before we look at the Japanese method, first, let's understand the shocking truth about transmission failure. Did you know transmission repairs are now one of the most expensive car repairs in America, with some modern transmissions costing over $7,000 to replace? And according to multiple repair industry reports, one of the biggest reasons transmissions fail early is because drivers either never change the fluid or they flush it the wrong way. Most automatic transmission fluid begins breaking down rapidly once temperatures exceed 220 degrees Fahrenheit. At 240 degrees, fluid life can be cut by nearly half. That means a transmission designed to last 200,000 miles can start failing around 100,000 miles, simply because the fluid overheated repeatedly. Japanese engineers realized decades ago that preventing this contamination cycle is far more important than waiting until the transmission starts slipping. That's why Japanese fleet vehicles often survive an unbelievable 300,000 miles with their original transmissions, while many neglected cars fail early. Next, let's discuss the most common mistake that most American mechanics do: aggressive transmission flushes. Here is something that surprises many drivers. Japanese mechanics often avoid aggressive power flushing machines entirely. In America, many quick lube shops connect a machine that forces new fluid through the transmission at high pressure. It sounds good in theory, but there is a hidden danger. Over time, worn clutch material and tiny metal particles settle harmlessly inside the transmission pan. A high-pressure flush can suddenly stir up all that debris and push it through delicate hydraulic passages, solenoids, and valve bodies. That debris can clog tiny transmission channels thinner than a pencil tip. Once fluid flow becomes restricted, shifting problems begin. Many drivers report slipping or harsh shifting shortly after a flush, and they blame the new fluid when the real issue was the aggressive flushing method itself. Japanese mechanics realized decades ago that shocking an old transmission is one of the fastest ways to trigger failure. This is why many Japanese repair shops use what's called the partial exchange method. Instead of replacing all the fluid at once, they gradually refresh the transmission over multiple services. This creates less stress on aging seals, clutch packs, and internal components. Now, let's get into the actual Japanese transmission flush technique to make your transmission last over 300,000 miles. Step 1. Inspect the fluid color and condition. The first step in the Japanese flushing method is something most quick lube shops completely ignore, and that is checking the condition of the old fluid before touching anything. In Japan, technicians never immediately connect a power flush machine to a high-mileage transmission. They first inspect the fluid color, smell, and viscosity. Healthy transmission fluid should usually appear bright red or light amber, depending on the manufacturer. But if the fluid looks dark brown, smells burnt, or contains metallic glitter under sunlight, Japanese mechanics treat the transmission as fragile. This is important because aggressive machine flushing can sometimes dislodge thick deposits and clog sensitive valve body passages that may cause immediate failure. That is why Japanese technicians prefer a controlled fluid exchange process instead of brute force flushing. Step 2. Warm the transmission. Most people skip this completely. Japanese specialists typically allow the vehicle to idle or drive gently for about 10 to 15 minutes until the fluid reaches operating temperature. Warm fluid flows more easily and carries suspended contaminants out with it. Cold fluid leaves heavy debris stuck inside the pan and torque converter. This small detail dramatically improves the effectiveness of the drain process. In fact, some Japanese workshops found that warm fluid draining can remove up to 20% more suspended contamination compared to cold draining. Step 3. Perform drain and fill cycle. Now comes the most critical part of the entire Japanese method, and that is the partial drain and fill cycle. After lifting the car, remove the drain plug and drain nearly half of the old fluid. Japanese mechanics drain only the amount that naturally exits through the drain plug, which is usually about 30 to 50% of the total fluid. Now, measure exactly how much fluid came out. This part is critical because overfilling or underfilling a transmission, even by a small amount, can cause aeration, overheating, or slipping. Step 4. Magnets and pan inspection. Next comes the inspection stage, which is one of the most important steps in the entire Japanese method. Slowly remove your transmission pan and check it for debris patterns. A thin, paste-like layer on the magnet is considered normal wear. However, excessive metal shavings, burnt smell, or thick sludge indicates internal clutch wear or overheating history. Step 5. Clean the pan and magnets. Now, thoroughly clean the pan using lint-free wipes and also carefully scrub the magnet to restore its ability to capture future metal particles. And don't use abrasive tools because scratching the pan surface can trap future debris. Step 6. Replace the filter. Many drivers do not even realize their transmission has a filter. But once the filter begins clogging, fluid pressure drops, clutches slip, temperatures rise, and internal wear accelerates dramatically. Therefore, always replace your old filter with new OEM spec filter before adding new fluid. And also replace your gasket or sealing surface to prevent micro leaks that could lead to long-term pressure loss. Step 7. Reinstall the pan. Once the internal components are serviced, reinstall the pan with torque-specific tightening patterns. Japanese technicians never tighten bolts randomly. They use a crisscross sequence and torque wrench to ensure even sealing pressure. This is because over-tightening can warp the pan, while under-tightening can cause slow leaks that go unnoticed for months. Step 8. Refill the transmission with new fluid. Now, refill only the exact same amount that you drained from your transmission. Remember, the fluid type must match manufacturer specification exactly, such as Toyota WS, Honda DW1, or CVT-specific fluids. Step 9. Driving for about 300 to 500 miles. After initial filling, start your car and drive gently for about 300 to 500 miles before repeating the process again. During this driving cycle, shift through all gears like P, R, N, and D to circulate fluid. This step allows new fluid to circulate through torque converter passages, valve bodies, and clutch packs. During this process, monitor your car for abnormal noise, delayed engagement, or pressure fluctuations. If anything feels irregular, recheck the system immediately before continuing. Step 10. Repeat the process. After the first cycle, perform the second and third cycle in the same way. This gradual exchange slowly dilutes the old contaminated fluid without shocking internal components. By the third service, most of the old fluid has been replaced naturally. Many drivers are surprised to learn this technique can replace nearly 90% of the old fluid without ever using a high-pressure machine. This is one reason Japanese fleet vehicles often maintain smoother shifts even at extremely high mileage. The gradual exchange method also helps preserve old seals, because sudden, detergent-heavy flushing can sometimes expose hardened seals that were barely holding pressure together. That sudden change may cause slipping or harsh shifting. Step 11. Fluid level calibration. Once the third cycle is completed, a final fluid level calibration is performed at precise operating temperature. This step is extremely sensitive because transmission fluid expands with heat. Use a scan tool or temperature gauge to ensure fluid level is set exactly within manufacturer temperature range, often between 35 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius, depending on the vehicle. Incorrect temperature during adjustment can lead to overfill or underfill conditions that damage the transmission over time. Step 12. Adaptive relearning. After leveling is complete, the final step is adaptive relearning. Perform a controlled driving cycle that includes slow acceleration, steady cruising, and gradual downshifts. This helps the transmission computer adjust clutch engagement timing to the new fluid condition. In modern Japanese workshops, this step is considered essential because it restores smooth shifting and prevents gear hunting after service. Step 13. Perform test drive. Finally, conduct a post-service road test to confirm shift quality, lockup timing, and temperature stability. This step helps to evaluate whether the transmission responds smoothly under load, during stop-and-go traffic, and at highway speeds. But many people immediately start driving aggressively, flooring the throttle or racing the engine. Japanese mechanics strongly avoid this. After fresh fluid is installed, it is recommended to gently drive your car for the first several days so the new fluid can properly circulate through valve bodies, clutch packs, and torque converters. Aggressive driving immediately after a service can create pressure spikes before the fluid fully stabilizes throughout the system. Japanese technicians are famous for their patience during maintenance procedures, and this careful break-in mindset is one reason their vehicles often last so incredibly long. Now, here are bonus tips to make your transmission last long. Tip number 1. Shorter service intervals. One of the most overlooked Japanese habits is shorter service intervals. In America, many manufacturers advertise lifetime transmission fluid, but Japanese mechanics often laugh at that phrase. They know all transmission fluid degrades over time due to heat cycles, moisture, and friction contamination. Many Japanese technicians recommend servicing transmissions every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, depending on driving conditions. Taxi fleets may service even sooner because constant city driving generates tremendous heat. Drivers who actually follow these shorter intervals often report dramatically smoother shifting and fewer transmission problems after 200,000 miles. Waiting until shifts become rough is already too late in many cases because damage has often started long before symptoms appear. Tip number 2. Smooth driving. And here is perhaps the biggest secret of all. Transmission longevity is heavily connected to driving habits. Japanese drivers are generally smoother with throttle inputs and avoid unnecessary aggressive acceleration when the transmission is cold. Cold transmission fluid flows more slowly and provides less protection until warmed up. Japanese mechanics often recommend driving gently for the first few minutes after startup, especially in winter conditions. Sudden, hard acceleration with cold fluid increases wear on clutch packs and hydraulic components. This simple habit alone can significantly reduce long-term stress inside the transmission. That's all for this video. So, the next time someone tells you transmission failure is unavoidable after 150,000 miles, remember this Japanese technique. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more car-saving secrets, and comment below with your vehicle's mileage and whether you have ever changed your transmission fluid before. We'll see you in the next video.